Welcome to Hiking Through History, where we explore trails that not only offer breathtaking views, but carry fascinating stories from our past. I'm your host, and today we're lacing up our boots to journey through 5 remarkable Western trails where history and nature meet on America's frontier lands. Our journey begins in 1896, when gold was discovered in the Yukon, triggering one of history's greatest gold rushes. Over 100,000 prospectors attempted to reach the goldfields, and many chose the treacherous 33-mile Chilkoot Trail that starts in Alaska. Canadian authorities required each person to carry a year's worth of supplies, about 2,000 pounds, making countless trips up and down this brutal mountain pass. Today, the trail is littered with abandoned gear-rusted cans, decaying leather boots, and broken sleds. Each item tells a story of dreams, desperation, and determination. Of the thousands who started the journey, only about 30,000 reached the Yukon and fewer still found gold. For most, the real treasure was the incredible tale of survival they lived to tell. What's remarkable about the Chilkoot is how it preserves this moment of human audacity. People from all walks of life risked everything on this trail. Doctors, teachers, even a 63-year-old grandmother made it over the pass. The Pacific Crest Trail may be famous today for its 2,650-mile route from Mexico to Canada, but long before it became a national scenic trail in 1968, these mountain pathways were vital trade routes for Native American tribes. The trail corridor follows ancient paths used by the Yakima, Nez Perce, Cahuilla, and dozens of other tribes. Near Mount Hood in Oregon, the PCT intersects with segments of the Barlow Road, part of the Oregon Trail, where pioneers in the 1840s made their final push toward the Willamette Valley. In the Sierra Nevada, you'll walk the same paths used by the Paiute and Shoshone people for thousands of years, and later by John Muir, whose writings about these mountains helped establish the national park system. When you're walking the PCT, you're literally following in the footsteps of generations of travelers, from Native Americans to gold seekers to modern backpackers. Cutting through 6 western states, the Old Spanish Trail was once a vital trade route connecting Santa Fe to Los Angeles. From 1829 to 1848, this 2,700-mile network was the lifeline of commerce in the Southwest. Mexican traders would lead mule trains loaded with woolen goods westward to California, trading them for horses and mules that they'd drive back to New Mexico. The trail also became notorious for slave trading with raiders, capturing Paiute Indians to sell in New Mexico and California. Today, hiking segments of this historic route reveals how knowledge of water sources was literally the difference between life and death. Springs and oases that sustained travelers 200 years ago remain crucial water sources for modern hikers. The Old Spanish Trail represents a crossroads of cultures: Spanish, Mexican, Native American, and American. The artifacts found along this route tell us about cultural exchange, conflict, and adaptation in the early West. What many know as the John Muir Trail is being reclaimed by its original name, the Numupoyo, or People's Trail in Paiute. This 211-mile path through the Sierra Nevada mountains connects Yosemite Valley to Mount Whitney. For thousands of years before John Muir arrived, the Western Mono and Paiute people crossed these mountain passes seasonally, trading obsidian and other goods between the eastern and western Sierra. At 11,000 feet, Muir Pass offers views virtually unchanged since the days when indigenous people made seasonal migrations across these mountains. The trail passes ancient hunting camps where archaeologists have found tools dating back over 8,000 years. When hikers see this trail only through the lens of John Muir, they miss the deeper history. These weren't untouched wilderness areas, they were carefully tended, cultural landscapes with thousands of years of human history. From 1846 to 1868, more than 70,000 Mormon pioneers traveled along the 1,300-mile trail from Nauvoo, Illinois, to Salt Lake City, seeking religious freedom in the West. The western portion of this trail crosses some of the harshest terrain in Wyoming and Utah. Many travelers, especially the handcart companies of 1856, faced deadly winter conditions. At places like Martin's Cove in Wyoming, hundreds sought shelter from blizzards and many perished. Today, hiking portions of this historic route, you'll find wheel ruts still visible in the rock at places like Register Cliff, where pioneers carved their names before heading into the mountains. When I hike here today, I think about their incredible determination and faith that drove them forward step by step. These western trails carry the footprints of countless journeys of indigenous peoples, explorers, gold seekers, traders, and pioneers. Each path tells a story of human courage, conflict, cooperation, and survival. When you hike these historic routes, you're not just a visitor passing through spectacular landscapes. You become part of an unbroken human chain stretching back thousands of years. So the next time you hit one of these western trails, remember, you're hiking through more than miles. You're hiking through the layers of American history that shaped the West we know today. Don't forget to subscribe for more adventures where the past meets the present. Until next time, happy hiking.